Good morning. Ira Epstein with your morning flash update. And this update is for the morning of Thursday. And we're sitting here at the 26th of June, 2025, and the time about 8:20 a.m. Central Time. Let's get to the morning news so far and see what we have. The Chicago Federal Reserve May National Activity Index down 0.28. They had revised the prior month, of April, to negative 36 from negative 25. So it's an improvement, but it's still terrible. The U.S. first quarter final GDP numbers came in down 0.5%. They were expecting it only down 0.2. So that is double what they thought they were going to get, and that's against the prelim of -2. And then you look at the final advanced chain-weighted price index. It was stronger than expected at 3.8% versus the expected 3.7. Core PCE hotter than expected by a tenth higher in the core PCE index as well. Where else are we sitting here? Personal consumption, well, that was up 0.5%. However, the prelim was up 1.2. So in other words, these are not pretty numbers. The market initially dropped on it, but came back a little bit. U.S. advanced durable goods headline up 16.4%. This could be what saved the market. The prior reading had been a negative 6.3, and they were only looking for positive 7.5. So it's double what they thought they were getting, and the other numbers sort of fit right in there as well. Then we come to the jobless claims, down 10,000. They were looking for it down 1,000, but the continuing claims jumped 37,000, getting dangerously close to the 2.0 million. Richmond Fed President Barkin spoke. I don't know the headlines yet of what was there. National Association of Realtors at 9 o'clock will come out, and then we're going to get the natural gas storage report at 9:30. But all in all, as I'm looking at how these numbers did fare themselves out, the stock market is looking beyond it. It seems to be saying, what we're going to do is sooner rather than later, be it July or September, the Fed's going to be forced to cut. I don't know. I didn't see that in all these numbers, but that's what it's saying. Gold is down today, $6. Silver is gaining on it, so I think you're back into that ratio play again. The dollar index bounced off the lows, but it still looks to me terribly weak. I'm now starting to believe that we're going to the 90 level in the dollar index. Energy's getting a little bit of a bounce tonight, but not enough this morning, not enough to convince me it's anything more than a bounce. If you look at the bonds and notes, up a fraction, and that's about all that you can say. And the grain market, well, it's digesting all this hot and wet weather that we're getting. It's a combination of the two, by the way. And markets with that combination, still overall bearish. Now, I cover this and a lot more in my morning updates where I say, buy here, sell there. This is what I want you to do. Here's the stop. Here's the objective in the market. And we roll with all that. I do it both for the futures and the spider and the ETFs. Join me. 6 in the morning, I start the futures. 9 o'clock, I do the spider ETF. All you need to do is give this a click up here. It'll take you right to the area you have to be. I'm Ira. You have yourself a great trading day. I'll catch up with you all at the end of the day as we do our evening wrap-ups. I seem to be getting that mixed up. You have a great day.